Oh, welcome to the show. It's a beautiful Monday. Woo, I'm feeling fabulous, man. What's up, everybody? Shout out to the people, W's to the community. Glad to be here. And I'm happy to be ready to bring some fire for you today. I'm happy to be chopping it up, all things UFC today. I'm happy to be hanging out and having a fabulous time today. Beautiful Monday, June 9th. Damn, bro. June 9th already is kind of crazy. We're not far away from UFC 317. So I feel like soon we'll be sitting here thinking, damn, it's already UFC 317 fight night. This is crazy. We're doing the fight companion. It's an amazing life, man. I hope you guys are well. I love each and every one of you savages. Happy to be here. And I am not late today. This was a calculated choice for me to start at 150. There's the premiere of the new Mighty Guru show. So I said, you know what? Let me push it back just a little bit. So, we can wait and then go live and discuss all things after the fact. X has a lot of news late, Jay. Listen, I'm not truthfully late, Jay, today. I'm calculated, Jay, today. Let's see the news. Gaethje says he might retire. I saw this. Joshua Van has fight news. Joaquin Buckley saying he'll get a title shot over Islam Makhachev. That's not true. Don Davis with the call for a winner takes all fight between Jones and Ngannou is exactly the reason why PFL will fail. That is nonsensical. I would even consider that downright senseless. I think that is crazy. If they said, hey, UFC, let's do a winner takes all. If the UFC wins, you guys get 100%. But if we win, we only need 50%. We'll just split it evenly. I actually think the UFC might be more down to play. There's a rumor that Kape pulled out of his fight against Royval and Van is stepping in. Not even surprised if that's the case. And let me tell you something crazy, man. I mentioned on the recap show, I said, if I'm Joshua Van, I'm staying ready because we got some flyweight fights around the corner. Royval versus Van, holy shit. Chance of a lifetime for Van. It's a massive step up in competition from the Bruno Silvas of the world. But it's not an impossible mountain to climb, but shit, dude. I'm just imagining the fight. That's a hard fight, though. That's a really hard fight. That's a really, really hard fight. But I could see him outboxing him. Shabazian, Buckley, and Ochoa plus 218. That's the Braden King lock. I think you're live for it. I'm picking all three of them. I think he had the most knockdowns ever in a flyweight fight. This past Saturday, Van had the most knockdowns ever. Really? Huh. Huh. I didn't even know that. Hey, what's up, Elijah? W community, bro. W stream, W community. Let's go. Big W to the people. I'm not playing anything but that three-legger. I mean, I think you're alive in the money three-legger right there. Live in the money W incoming. Bruno Silva literally took the strongest beating of a lifetime where the power is a lot less than it looks like on screen. I think Bruno Silva has a good chin. He's always taken a good shot. Like recently, he's been crumbling over and falling down, but for a long time, you could eat. He broke the record after Figgy at 4 knockdowns. I'm going to check. Yeah, check that out because I didn't hear about that. What's up, Robbie Aguirre? Listen, it's a Joaquin Buckley fight week, guys. Joaquin Buckley, chance to take out the once king Kamaru Usman. I'm predicting that he will. Dude, Saturday is my birthday. I'm going to need the birthday lock. I'm taking your lock play and slamming. Well, listen, give me a day or so, okay? I need to sleep on it at least one more night. So for this card, I have some interesting picks. I picked Cody Garbrandt. I think he's got a real chance to win, but obviously, is that a lock? No. I picked Charles Jourdain. I think he's definitely a good pick. The only pick that I called that I will say is kind of feeling like a coin flip that I'm a little bit on the, I don't want to say the fence about, but I feel like it's a coin flip fight. Phil Rowe, Angelusa. I don't know what Phil Rowe has left. When he's on one, I feel like he's pretty good, and I've never been impressed with Angelusa outside of his grit. What's up, AJ? You underestimated how bad the heavyweight division is. Waldo bad, but still winning. Title shot soon. At this rate, where's Waldo? Might be fighting for the belt. Kape is out of UFC 317. Joshua Van is in UFC 317. Obviously, is an unconfirmed rumor, but Joshua Van said that he has fight news. Joshua Van's going to fill in, and that is going to be spectacular. Weights experience. Shout out on Merab. Respect to the Merab pickers. There's your love. There's your life. Mighty Guru Show is really good, but they ain't matching the vibes a lunchtime live brings. Let's go, Pierre. Listen, it's a completely different show. It's a completely different style. You know what I'm saying? It's a podcast with two people. This is a live chat, live show, live vibe, chill stream / podcast. So not really comparable, you know? All good, though. I think the Mighty Guru Show was fabulous, man. I'm not a hater, guys. I genuinely recognize good shit. And I think Mighty Guru Show is good shit. Hernanov, here's my mentality. I want to get the volcano, but I'm also like, is it going to be annoying having to use the bag? Joshua Van has the most knockdowns in a single UFC flyweight bout with 4 knockdowns against Bruno Silva. He tied the record for most knockdowns in a UFC fight. Show out Adesanya. No shit. That's crazy. Joshua Van's the fucking dude. Listen, you guys can vote. What do you think I should get? The Mighty Plus or the Volcano? Hernanov, what do you think? Buckley couldn't even finish Colby, and Colby had him on his back. Feel like a more muscular guy in Usman will control Buckley. An aging Usman is going to now control Buckley and win a 5-rounder, though? Come on, man. I can't say that. I can't pick Usman. I can't. Van is him, bro. You'll be in Atlanta. Very excited. My B-days this week. Listen, happy birthday, T5123. Happy birthday, bro. Trading Champ's going to buy the volcano for you. Listen, maybe he will, or maybe he'll come in and buy me a volcano. Maybe that's my lucky next step of the day. You want the volcano, Hernano? I think you and Guru picked Sugar because you're a fan and wanted him to win. I saw right through the quitting weed and jerking the peen. I thought he'd actually look better. Maybe I'm I don't know. Maybe my love for the game is too much. Listen, the chat wants a poll of which I should get. And listen, it's a factor because the Ripsky time, I'll include the Volcano or the Mighty Plus in. I'm actually working on making a Ripsky time graphic, which I think would be pretty fun. I think that'll add some intrigue. Yo, it's the Ripsky time graphic, bro. Sean looked better, but Merab is too good. I think you said it perfectly. I thought Sean looked better than we'd ever seen, and he still lost. Where's Waldo's a gangster? Buckley should oblique kick Usman like Roundtree did. I mean, the weak knees of Usman, that's true. Some oblique kicks might come through for him. Shit, I'd attack those knees heavier from him. You think Usman has one big performance left in him? I don't know, bro. He's 38. He hasn't fought in a year and 7 months. Hasn't cut to welterweight in a while. I can't pick him. I can't. Second time you're going to a live card. Went last year for your B-Day in Louisville. Kenan Yuramavov. Solid card, but this card looks pretty fun. I think this card's going to be better, T5. I think this card is going to be way better. I think it's going to be a special card, man. Bro, Usman's knees would collapse quick. If you see Buckley just chop at him, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sean versus Song would be dope. Tell me Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong fight night main event is not a banger and a half. 5 rounds. I'm down as fuck. Or maybe they do 3 rounds. If Van versus Royval gets made, that better be on the main card. Dude, the fact that you have Joe and Janiz versus Justin Tafa in the main card is stupid. Both of those guys suck and have no potential of doing anything at the highest level of the heavyweight division versus legitimate flyweights who might challenge for a belt. Like, what's the point? You think Merab's pace is more overwhelming than Habib's? Because I've seen Habib slow down a bit. Habib didn't stick around long enough for us to find out, you know? Habib didn't go out there and fight McGregor the second time, right? We didn't get that rematch. We didn't see. We saw him beat Gaethje. We saw him beat Poirier. We saw him beat Connor and Ally Aquinta. O'Malley is in his prime, but yeah, it doesn't matter. What's good, OG Smoker? Buckley by decision. I think that's live. I say Buckley KO or decision. You know, I think that there is a chance of a knockout. I feel like some big shots over the top Buckley could land, kind of like how Burns ripped Usman back in the day, but better. Sean versus Ilya, stop. Merab or EPO to Dillashaw, who you got? I'll go Merab. I think Merab would beat him too. Does Corey have an underrated chance to beat Merab? I think his elbow would be great for Merab crashing in. I'm going to keep it real, bro. I don't see Corey having a chance besides a flying knee, and I don't think he lands it. I think he's getting wrestle fucked just the same. You think Buckley KO? I'm feeling it, Hernanov. I still think Kamaru can get grappling going against Buckley, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Saw Dan Miragliano in the streets of Louisville. You got to pick with him, but dude smelled like shit. Damn. What? He didn't have any deodorant on? Jesus. You really think O'Malley looked good, AJ? Think that's Cope? He got broken and finished for the first time, looked awful and quit. I mean, he was stopping takedowns a bit. He was looking all right. Did I change the specs on my camera? No. Does it look different to you? What looks different? If it looks different, tell me what looks different. Mario Batista versus Umar next would be a good fight. Do they give Mario Batista the Umar Nurmagomedov fight, though? I don't know, man. I've been wanting to see Umar versus Piotr Jan, but then they go out and they're like, oh, we're going to do McGee versus Jan. I'm like, okay. You told everyone to lie bet Waldo and you were getting shit on in the chat. Look at you, Hernanov. You're a fucking certified winner. You're a certified winner, bro. Bro, picking against Merab, betting against Merab, all have turned out to be recipes of disaster. Merab is a fucking monster. Corey's fight style could give Merab a little trouble, but Merab by murder round 3, even if he takes a decision. I feel like Merab handles Corey Sandhagen, but I like the fight, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. Dan is catching strays, man. I feel bad for him, Trepa. They said he smells. They said he smells like shit. Imagine how crazy Merab would be if he was in the Pride days. Shit would be insane. I can't even imagine. I don't know. Would it be crazy? What's the difference between the Pride days for Merab and now, though? I feel like it worked out that he's in this era. More money to be made, more eyes on the sport, better opportunities for sure. They're not. They would, bro. If it was in Pride, they would have forced him to sell a fight. They would have robbed him. They would have robbed him, bro. I'm a certified savage MMA Yuri. Thank you. Young Buck. Young Buck, bro. Sean knew he would get clown less if he connected with the fans. It started at the presser when he pointed out to the fans in front, and then post-fight when he thanked everyone. Never done that before. I feel like Sean O'Malley is just entering his new phase of life, regardless of his fighting skill. You know, he's a man now. The O'Malley trap. I get it. I fell for it. I know. I fell for it. It is what it is. Oh, he smelled back because he literally went straight from the fights to walking down the street. That makes sense. It's not like you saw him the next day and he smelled like shit. Thoughts on the Patchy mix fight, bro? Patchy looks stiff, dude. He got tuned up on the feet. He was getting cracked with beautiful right hands from Mario Batista. Almost every time Mario threw, he did not move his head. He didn't wrestle at all. Yeah, he really got tuned up pretty bad. And for Patchy Mix, obviously being the former Bellator champ, coming to the UFC, this was a really bad loss. I look forward to what's next. I want to see him fight again. I want to see the grappling. The fact that he just struck with Mario Batista really all struck me. I was like, what? No way. Definitely going to be a rebuilding process now. All I'll say is this: Eddie Alvarez, look at him. He lost his UFC debut. He went on to become a UFC champ. So could Patchy Mix turn it up? Maybe. He looked pretty bad, though. And Mario Batista looked pretty good. Chaos Williams, bro, he got dogged by my boy Gustafsson. Dogged. You think Buckley will look good early, but eventually Usman will start to bully him? Usman's grit and mentality is a match dog, but he's past his prime, 38, been out for a year plus, a year and 7 months, hasn't fought a welterweight in a while. I think you're holding on to what once was. Sean should move to featherweight. I don't think he'll do well at featherweight against the high-level guys either, though. You know? He was a statue out there. Patchy was stiff like a statue out there. See if he comes back. Why do you think it is he only shot one takedown until the third when all week he was saying he was going to submit? I think maybe it was nerves. Maybe he wasn't ready for Mario Batista's hands. Maybe he's just never been that good. Maybe he's been overrated for years and, the Bellator glaze was on him from us. Only his second UFC fight will tell. First UFC fight, it went pretty bad, and he got touched up. Mix versus Davy Grant next. Bro, but that's such like a light touch fight. Like, he should be able to submit a Davy Grant. So, all right, book that fight against Davy. But even if he beats Davy Grant, that doesn't really tell us anything. Mario Batista fighting for a title would be a crazy turn of events in 2025. He'd be an interesting matchup for Merab because he's in really good shape and he can wrestle and he's strong. But I think Merab would beat him. Better for the dollars, no doubt, AJ. But I'm saying like the one night pride tournaments. Oh, bro. Well, he wouldn't even get tired. He'd run people over. Bantamweight Grand Prix. Granted, what was the bantamweight division back then, though? I think Buckley carries good power, and I think he'll land big shots on Usman. It's going to come down to, can Usman eat these big punches? I lean no. I think that Buckley's got the ability to knock him out. O'Malley versus Yair Rodriguez. I feel like Yair is way too big, bro. I thought he looked way too big. Yeah, Yair would be too much for him. I feel like O'Malley Cejudo is better. O'Malley versus Cejudo would make a lot of sense. You think the UFC is the most elite organization in the world, or some people from different orgs can beat current UFC champs? Useless. I think several years ago, there was guys outside of the UFC that could compete. But I think in this modern era now, the UFC holds the best talent. I think that every other organization is a step below. The UFC is creme de la creme. Creme de la creme. The UFC is top of the line. Like for a long time, it's like, oh, well, these guys train with UFC fighters. They're in the gym. Yeah, they're sparring with top 15 guys and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, maybe they're having moments, but anybody can have a moment in sparring. Yeah, I think that fighters outside the UFC are not as good. They're not. They used to be. Fighters outside of the UFC used to be. And there's guys, don't get it twisted. When I say not as good, I'm not saying that a PFL fighter that's elite couldn't beat a unranked UFC fighter. No. Talking about when you really start comparing top 10, you have to favor the side of the UFC. They have the best guys in the world. Patchy mix versus Ricky Simone. We'll see what happens with Ricky Simone this weekend. If Ricky loses to Charles Jourdain, maybe that's a fight to make. You think Usman needs to move to middleweight? You think he's going to get chinned at 170? You think he's getting dusted? Also, guys, can you hit that like button? We're currently closing in on 20. Let's get 20 likes up in here. Smash the like button. Nobody hitting the likes early on, bro. I got to ask for real, bro. Shit. 106 of these streams down. You think you guys would know? I don't think ONE FC is closing the distance. I've been hearing that bullshit story for years, bro. Nah, their guys get killed in the UFC. Okay, Rainier the Ritter turned out to be pretty good. He's solid, but their other champs are all on steroids. Rose versus Maverick fight. I don't have a good read on it. Give me Rose. I've never thought Miranda Maverick to be anything special. I feel like she's been overrated for years. I feel like her win against Jamie Lynn Horth wasn't inspiring at all. And Rose is sharper. A loss to Miranda Maverick for Thug Rose is pretty bad because Maverick's not beating any of the top girls. Maverick's not beating fucking Erin Blanchfield, Manon Fiorot, Natalia. She's not that caliber. And if Namajunas still has that caliber left to fight against these elite girls, nah. You think Whitaker's too much for the Ritter? The worry with Whitaker is the size difference. What if the Ritter drags him down? Definitely Whitaker's the better striker, no doubt. But the Ritter is a dangerous-ass grappler. I'm with you on Rose, though. Just worried Maverick wins a boring, close decision. I think Maverick is awful, and I'd almost rather be wrong picking against her than picking her. Like, I'll stay away from the Miranda Maverick pick. I don't give a fuck. I'm picking Rose. I don't think Maverick's good at all. I think she's awful. Should the winner of this fight get an immediate title shot? They'd probably do Usman versus Bilal next, or they do Buckley versus Gary. Am I more excited when we have 2 pay-per-views a month? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm more excited. It makes the sport better this way. Give me 2 pay-per-views once every 3-4 months and give them stacked cards. Fuck yeah. We got all in-person fight nights, not all these fucking Apex cards. I was getting sick of these Apex cards. Going 12 for 12 this card, AJ. Let's go, Austin Edwards, tier 1. I was sick of it, bro. I was 2 back-to-back Apex cards with an off week in the middle sucked. Markel Medeiros looked pretty smooth out there. He's a good developing guy. We'll see what happens in the future, but I definitely think he's talented and, you know, definitely has a roster spot for a bit. Yeah, I don't think Miranda Maverick should be it. I don't think Miranda Maverick is it. I really don't think Miranda's good. I get the size difference being the biggest worry, but Bo Nickel to Whitaker is a crazy step. True. Whitaker is live to do serious damage on the feet. Whitaker could drop him bad. Whitaker could tune him up with big shots. Whitaker's striking is way better. Whitaker will have a massive speed advantage. Completely agree. Sharper striking, cleaner striking. Come on. On the feet, it's Rob Whitaker all day. It's just, does the Ritter drag him down? Bro, Mansoor and Umar, different weight class, but imagine if they both stay on the feet and fight each other. That'd be crazy. They're kind of similar prospects. Umar Sai and Mansoor Abdul Malik. Very athletic. Both guys seem to have like natural athleticism with long arms. Fast twitch. I think Umar Sai can handle Alonzo, and I think Mansoor handles Brundage. If either one of them loses, they're bad losses, man. Who has a bigger chance to lose? I don't know why I feel like Umar would have a bigger chance to lose. O'Malley versus Jan too. I feel like it depends, right? Because O'Malley just lost, and now Jan is fighting against McGee. I like O'Malley versus fucking Song Yadong. Give us a new fight. O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Fuck the rest. Honestly, after the O'Malley fight on Saturday, I have no desire to watch UFC anymore. Not even tough. And I love DC and Chael. Bro, I don't think you should just give up on the UFC because O'Malley lost. Like, Merab's a good champion, bro. You just got to move on. For lack of a better term, bro, you got to get the fuck over it, dude. Genuinely. Like, yeah, right after I was like, damn, O'Malley lost. All right, fuck, man. What am I going to cry about it all week? No, I move on with my life. I got a badass UFC Atlanta card to worry about. You're a little pissed because you're going to this card this week. I won't have the stream and you watch it with me. I don't know, man. If you bring a Beat headphone or like an AirPod, you can put me in your ear for some of the moments. You can still listen. Hey, Lock City Parlay cashes again. Those who know, know. Those who don't know, don't know. The Lock City Parlay cashes again. The Lock City Parlay is fucking unmatched, bro. The Lock City Parlay is second to none. Shit came through beautifully. KZ, listen, give KZ an excuse, bro. He just had surgery last week, bro. KZ gets all the excuses right now. His brain is, it's recovering right now. He had a serious surgery, man. Damn, they cut Hakeem. Let's not act like Hakeem was good, though. Like, let's just keep it real. He was mid. He was a mid-tier journeyman. Rip, you guys want a Ripski? Bro, don't ask me for a Ripski unless you run the fucking likes up crazy. Like, when I see the likes are below 50, I'm like, dog, give me a break asking for these rips. Fucking crazy. He's almost at 300 subscribers, too. KZ, we need a video, bro. What the fuck? The new glamour division of the UFC. That was a great video. Make more. More KZ videos, bro. That's what I want. Shit, man. When the UFC came to Des Moines, I was still here watching. Sometimes I wanted to see if AJ saw me. Shout out the channel when the camera showed my face. Damn, bro. No, they didn't show it on my fucking TV. It sucks. Drink more water and have a blessed day, everyone. There we go. Going with like 5 homies. Shit is going to be fun, but I promise you see me pop in the chat with live updates. Enjoy it, T5. And I appreciate it. Listen, enjoy with the homies, but yeah, definitely hop in, drop a W, just hit the like at least, say what's up. O'Malley's only highlight was that roundhouse kick besides punching that can. I could see his loss against Merab from a mile away. Highly overrated fighter. I was right. All right, weights. Pat you on the fucking back. All right, weights. Good call. It's been hard with work and recovery. Definitely would be on the grind more. KZ, so what right now is the next recovery step for you? KZ, fuck the haircut. Throw a hat on, my friend. Fuck the haircut. Throw a hat on, and that's it. It's been 4 years since Usman knocked anyone out. It's over for him. Buckley going to make us rich. Let's go, Stormy Normie. I think Buckley handles Usman. I can't pick an Usman who ain't been fighting him forever. You think Spivak won 1-3, AJ? I'm standing on my base with this take. I mean, it was close as fuck. Too close for comfort, bro. Too close for comfort. I thought he won the first, lost the third. Bro, you can't be upset because if you're the UFC, having Waldo win is way better because at least there's new fights. At least there's new fights, bro. At that heavyweight division, Spivak's already fought shitloads at the top. Now you got Where's Waldo, new face amongst the elites. I do believe the Vanna Royval rumors. It makes perfect sense, and it's a badass fight. Oliveira is the most dangerous fighter Toporia's ever faced. Can't count him out, but lean Topuria. I think Topuria wins. I feel like there's just timing. 35-year-old Oliveira loses to the heavily favored Ilya Topuria. Come on, man. Like, listen, we all love Charlie O, but every dog has their day. Yeah, Buck's a minus 250 favorite. I thought Spivak won, but at least this sets up a great Waldo fade. I'm thinking like Waldo in his next fight against the elites would struggle, but either way, better for us to have a new fight. Like at least maybe, Waldo fights against Jailton. I don't know. Where's Waldo versus Cyril Gane? Where's Waldo versus Cyril Gane? Number one contender fight. Fuck the rest. Waldo versus Derek Lewis. Well, Derek Lewis is fighting Taliesin Teixeira. I don't know if you noticed yet, but they're kind of trying to just, lay waste to Derek Lewis by giving him Taliesin. Oliveira is a legend. I get what you're saying. He's the most dangerous. I get where you're coming from, but he's going to lose. One thing Waldo has going for him Saturday, didn't expect, was that he has good get-ups. Waldo's get-ups and his takedown defense were next level. What's up, Cash God? Listen, Cash God, people are asking me for a Ripski, but we're not even at 50 likes. So, guys, bump the like button up a bit higher. Let's hit 50 likes, and then let's set up a number. I do have to come up with a Ripski time graphic, man. I'm trying to figure out how I'd make it look. I don't know. I wouldn't do it like this, but I would have like a little banner that comes across Ripski time. Yo, it's Ripski time, son. May we have the Patchy miss discussion now, buddy? Because I said that was gonna happen and Patchy wasn't good. He got fucking exposed, man. He got exposed bad. It was a good call by you, Cash God, and Mario looked fucking fantastic. He's not your typical fat ass heavyweight that can't get up off the ground. He's athletic. It's from that fucking baseball and boxing background. Listen, Waldo is representing boxing and MMA right now. He's representing boxing heavy. Sad to see the greats fall, but age gets the best out of them. Just got to bet against them and make money. Bro, you have to just accept the legends falling. Like, I've seen so many falls of legends in my UFC fandom that it doesn't sting as bad because, like, that new fighters will take their place and deliver quality performances. Like, I still get sad thinking, wow, Vitor Belfort's career is over sometimes because I always loved watching Vitor. Damn, bro, the Uber Reem era is long dead. Shit, bro, we'll never see Brock Lesnar step in the cage again. Damn, John Jones might be done too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get upset about it, but there's always going to be something new to get excited about, which I think is that glass half full mentality. I was a Bellator glazer, bro. Bellator has done a lot of good things for me. Bellator helped build this channel. Bellator not really created, but Bellator brought together me and Mike Finch. So, like, I have a lot of love for Bellator, bro. Bellator has done great things for me. So maybe there's like this, I don't know, certain feeling of positivity I have towards Bellator that kind of blurs my vision when making picks of ex-Bellator fighters. Bro, Royval versus Joshua Van is a certified banger. Is this official? Is this officially official? Oh, Ariel Helwani just absolutely shitting on John Jones. He made a mockery of the belt. Wow. I think this Van fight is real. You guys see Yair Rodriguez wants to street fight Diego Lopez? Bump, 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 bump. I want to see this if they have a Van versus Royval graphic. Wow. Is it true? Is it true though? Is it official? I don't have a trustable source, bro. I don't see a trustable source, bro. Kevin is known for putting out information way too early. I think that if it happens, though, that'd be great. Yeah, exactly. Me and Finch met through Bellator, so excuse the fucking love for Bellator, all right? It created a great podcast, dude. But yeah, fading Bellator fighters from here on out, probably. Yeah, Kevin's the source, bro. Kevin be jumping at shit. Like, he's not wrong every time. But there's times where he just makes shit up. Dude, I think Patchy Mix still has decent potential. I don't think it's necessarily championship, but I do expect him to have wins in the UFC. I'm going to say that. I believe that Patchy Mix will win fights in the UFC. Bump, 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 bump. That's so weird, MMA Yuri. Jesus. Royval finds a way to beat Kape. Watch. That fight might be canceled, bro. Kape might be injured again. Hey, can one of the mods send me a link to order a volcano? I want to see what the shipping timeline is because I'd like to get it this week. Who does Temerov fight is the question. Ramazan Temerov is fighting Asu Almabayev, KZ. They already booked that shit. I'm 90% sure that's official already. It's just like these vaporizers, bro. That's what it is, Robbie Aguirre. UFC is killing the potential new star, and Tom trying to squeeze the last dregs of relevance of Jones' coked out corpse. I like that take. They're taking too damn long. Yeah, they say it is, man. I guess I'll have to do more research. I'll get back to you guys. I'll talk to you guys about it later. I'll do some studying to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier on the lung skis. I like if Buckley would fight actual contenders instead of old men. I mean, I guess, but they gave him an Usman fight. The volcano sounds scary. Nah, it's not scary. Who do you think wins, Holland or Colby? I'd pick Holland, bro. Colby's going to be trying to wrestle all night. Holland's got the chance to crack him with some bombs. AJ's about to be on Mars. You know, I'm not doing it because I want to get zooted out of my mind. I'm doing it because it's a nice, clean rip, bro. I would prefer to have nice, clean rips. I'm a Flower fan, bro. I'm a Flower fan. Volcano would save you a ton of tree. It sounds like a great idea for me. Let me ask you this, bro. Let's say that I get the volcano. And let's say that I don't finish it all in one go. Can I just leave the bag inflated? Does anybody know how that shit works? I'm a full-time YouTuber now, Dead Show. I work at a cannabis grow. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm a flower guy. I don't really mess with the dabs, bro. O'Malley and Tim Welch always hit it in their podcast. It always looks cool. I think Holland subbing Colby would bring tears of joy to my eyes. You had a friend that put the bag in the fridge to chill. I don't know if it lost potency, though. That's interesting. I'm going to fucking have the bag in the fridge, bro. Holy shit. What's up, Justin? Thanks, man. Listen, I love this fucking YouTube game. It's a chill Monday stream, bro. The savagery of all the content usually comes a little later in the week, right? Tonight is the big show. This is more just a hangout, you know? If you're ever in Denver, let us know. Bet. If I'm in Denver, I'll definitely mention it, bro. When you first started YouTube, were you working full time? So I was in school full time. I was trying to fucking, I don't know. I was in classes. I was doing that shit, trying to, you know, kind of. I had something to say. Oh, what are you doing? I'm in school while I'm doing this YouTube thing. But always the plan is the YouTube. It's a small amount of tree in the bags. Okay, perfect to know. The volcano or something like a volcano help you smoking, stop smoking altogether, lethal sugar? Damn. All right. I'd rather use the hose, bro. The hose looks way cooler. I got my brother doing the PFL. Yes, you'll have PFL pics on the channel. I did odd jobs. Like I would like do a little landscaping work, but then I also worked retail for a little bit. Sucked. I remember I did an interview at a bank. I was gonna be a fucking bank teller. That was terrible. Thank God that I didn't get that job. I would have sucked. I see Holland winning off his back against Kobe. I feel like you could crack him with bombs. Yeah, I go to the dispo, of course. Aaron Pico versus Evloev, bro. I'm about to call Evloev by KO after this Saturday. Fuck this. Evloev by knockout. No, school was not a waste of time. Let me tell you why it wasn't a waste of time for me. Because it gave me time to build this. And on top of that, I think that I learned, okay, if I'm not doing something outside of the box, if I'm not doing something revolving around something I give a fuck about, I'm not going to be happy. Like just, working for Joe Schmo's advertising firm, I'm never going to be happy doing that. So then I was like, okay, if it's not the YouTube, what am I going to do? I have to fucking do BKFC or something like that to keep myself sane. Like, I don't know. So I would definitely say, it gave me my answer. That's what I thought. You want to start a YouTube channel with your brother? We would do gym videos, sparring. We both got a lot of eyes. I really don't want to do it, but I do. Well, he doesn't want to do it. So then that's it. A YouTube channel should be a solo run. It shouldn't be a two-person thing. Very rarely do two people channels really work unless like they're very much like on the same wavelength. Like fucking Good Mythical Morning, you know? Good Mythical Morning was good. That's different though. Both of them on the same wavelength. That's different. I don't think school is inherently a bad thing. I think you don't learn a ton of value. It's not that you don't learn anything of value though. It depends what you're looking for. I was glad I went. PFL picks for this week. PFL picks for this week. Yes. School always really gave me a lot of stress though, because I knew it's not what I wanted, right? So it's like, to me, it was like the death trap of working a job you hated, going to the class, going here. I was like, oh my God, this is not what I want. I don't want this to be me. And I was like in my head, because I was like, shit, like, what would I do after this school finishes? And when I was 21, I started the YouTube channel. And I said, okay, let's do this. Let's buckle in for the long haul. And eventually it just happened, bro. It took a long time to figure it out, but through hard work, through perseverance, through self-belief, I've been able to fucking make my dream a reality. And what was that? 50,000, man. So definitely think YouTube's the best thing that I ever did in life, Definitely the best thing I ever did in life. You used to watch Good Mythical Morning, get ready for school in the morning. Those guys been at it for a minute. They're fucking OGs now. They're OG savages. You don't use much of your degree, but living through the suck in a hard program and a hard school taught me a lot. Made it through an over 90% attrition rate. Well, that's fucking great, man. I see the positives. You didn't like school apart from math. Fuck math. I just didn't do homework. Dude, do you know what I didn't like about math, bro? The fucking homework up the ass. I'm like, I'm sitting here. I'm in class all day. Now I got to do this shit at home. I most likely will. I just don't know what to make my videos about. I think that's the key. You have to find something that calls you, bro. I was always called to do MMA YouTube. I mean, shit. I remember being 11 years old, 12 years old, making a YouTube video covering the UFC. Didn't go anywhere. It was a fucking video that just, sits hidden online of me as a little kid. But the idea was formulated at that instance. The idea came early. I had a couple of channels that I gave up on early on before I committed to this one. Big like for the big dog. Thank you, Cam. We're almost at 50 likes. Look at that. You liked history and science? I feel like those are two interesting subjects. I always like learning about, the history of the past and shit. And the science stuff was always kind of cool. I didn't like chemistry though. I found it extremely boring. At least the way my professor or whatever teacher I taught, it was terrible. He was a terrible teacher. Very boring. Didn't find any interest in it. Now I got to do this shit at home. Bro, I didn't like it. You did 5 years in high school. You did not try at all. Kind of regret it, but fuck it. Turned out all right. Bro, it all works out as it should, man. That 5th year was better. You were a super senior. Work on your certifications, way more effective than a degree these days. That's true, though. Certifications are good, man. No, I can't see who likes. I can only see the number of likes. I feel like you're calling me all sports because you played almost every sport. I mean, how about you just pick one and you cover it to the best of your ability, dude? Once you vape it and taste it, you will never go back to an old school using a lighter to burn it. Volcano use full bags, no partials, stale smoke, no good. You're gonna go through more flour. So the question is, Mike D, do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it though? Do you enjoy the volcano? Is the volcano a quality product? Do you recommend it? Everybody's telling me yes. Are you telling me no? As somebody that has it? You had a scholarship for lacrosse D1. That's amazing. You quit after a year. The hockey was fun, but the school was lame. Being a student athlete's a grind. It's not glamorous at all. Yeah, not my forte. I think the volcano, you only burn what you're going to smoke, just little bits at a time. Okay. Yes, much cleaner. All right. Are the vaporizers more healthy? I think they are. Okay. Listen, let's see. Stores in Bickle, volcano, 700 US dollars. My fucking God. This is the society we live in, bro. I'm about to pay 700 bucks for this thing. One device, two systems. Whether you prefer the balloon or the tube, the volcano, I think I'll do the tube. It looks so cool. Shit, it looks cool as fuck, man. 700 bucks. You know what, bro? Let me tell you something I learned in life. You only live once. What about the OG volcano? This one is a little cheaper. The classic edition. Damn. This one's only got the bag, though, the classic. So let's see. Balloon adapter, filling chamber. So could I get this is crazy. So we got the bags. Where's this hose thing? Interesting. Very interesting, man. I'm excited for this shit. $7. Email them and ask to sponsor the channel. I bet there's a good chance they say yes. That'd be crazy if I got that. No, I'm not getting a Chinese knockoff. The Arizer XQ2. Let's check this out. All right, let's see. How much is this? 300 bucks. The Arizer XQ2 is only $300. All right, I'm gonna watch the fucking video on this Arizer XQ2. See, do I save? Do I cheap out and save a bit? I'm just happy I'm not gonna be ripping that dirty ass bong. The AZ bars were packed. I can imagine, Zohan. What's up, Brendo? What's up, Brendo? The person that braids my hair as a vape, that's a cup and it's good. Last time I went in, she gave me iced coffee with it. It was really fancy. It's called Zenko. Bro, there's so many quality vapes now, I guess. Wow. Okay. That actually looks really cool. Zenko vaporizer. You know, do I need to buy the Volcano? Can I get the cheaper one? Not because it's even about the money. It's just, do I want to spend fucking $700 when I can spend three for something similar? 700 is crazy high. The Puffcos are nice. The thing is, they're not for herb though. They're only for the fucking dabs, dude. I was on the official website. KZ, where do I get the discounted Volcano, bro? A coffee vape is crazy. Get the tsunami bong. Thing is, I got a beautiful bong. I like my bong. I'm looking for the cleanest way to go. Since you're a business, presumably, since you're a YouTube full time, get a sales tax license in your state through your business and buy the Volcano at wholesale price, which is probably 200. That's a fucking crazy idea. Wow. That's crazy. I never heard of that. Pff, shit. You vape through your bong. Water stays clean. Bong water, old school, is nasty. Old school is nasty. AG, need a personal roller, person to person, grind your Zaza. Can you imagine I had somebody filling my shit? Of course, bro. The one hitters, I have plenty of shit like that. I am just looking for the cleanest way to smoke. I value my health. Hey, I weighed 187.8 pounds, chat. I hit the lowest weigh in yet for this fucking diet. And shit, haven't gone to the gym since Saturday, bro. I just ate not that much food the past 2 days. And shit, I'm in the running to hit even lower than 87 by the end of the week. So let's go. I'm excited, bro. My goal is International Fight Week. Bro, I have to be 185. 184 is better. I'm just happy I'm getting leaner, man. I want to be Fitness J. Fitness J, back in shape. If I can lose another pound and a half, if I can lose over a pound, if I get to 186.8 by Friday, I'm celebrating, bro. That would be fucking amazing. Then if by next week I can be a 185 range, 180 is the goal, but for International Fight Week Friday weigh-in, I want to be at least 185. I want to be able to say, listen, guys, I'm down 21 pounds, you know? I do see myself smoking forever, Robbie Aguirre. That's why I'm thinking it might be worthwhile to just spend the extra money and just get a fantastic fucking, product. But I will say this fucking Zenko thing looks really cool. The way it fills. The Arizer looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna do a little studying before I make the purchase. So almost $300 for like essentially a knockoff of the Volcano. Or do I just bite the bullet, pay the piper, and get the badass fucking Volcano? I might just get the Volcano. Yeah, prayers for Ben Askren. If you guys haven't heard, he's dealing with some serious complications of pneumonia right now. But my plan is to buy one of these bad boys. I'm 187 J, bro. How amazing is that? I like smoking J's for sure. It's not on stream. It's not on stream, bro. I'm going to do some research. Yeah, I'm going to watch some review videos. If you have, hey, listen, chat. if you guys are a fan of Ripski time, I'm looking to take it to the next level. I'm going to make a Ripski time graphic. Like, I'm going to have some fun with it for the lunchtime lives. And I'm also getting some type of dry herb vaporizer desktop in the live chat right now. If you know of a product that you personally enjoy, and maybe I didn't mention it, like if it's not the Erizer or, you know, the Volcano, or like somebody mentioned the Zenko products, drop it. Drop it in the damn live chat. I'll take you into consideration. I'll be making a final decision here within the next 24 hours, and I'm probably making my purchase either tonight or tomorrow. So, yeah, let the boy know. I need to get some Ripski emojis. I know. I'm going to make more emoji. I got big plans, bro. It's all coming together. I'm not even at 50K yet, bro. I'm early in this game. No, I'm not going to mess with the handheld vaporizers, I don't think. I feel like there's no need for it. I feel like I'd rather just get a desktop one and really enjoy myself, because very often I smoke at home. If I'm going out and about, I don't need to smoke. If I want to, I could hit a pen if I really, really wanted to. I would prefer to have a high quality desktop vaporizer. A little Savage desktop vaporizer will go a long way. So let's go. Let's go, chat. I will say we're at 55 likes. I am going to do a Ripski tonight. We're closing in on the hour mark. I think I'm going to be really generous for you guys. I will do a Ripski at 62 likes. 700 is super steep, Thai Nation. I agree. I'll definitely check the warranty. I know that the old school one, the classic, not the digital one, which is cheaper. But they don't have the tube, bro. I want the tube. The old school one is cheaper though, and it has a 2-year warranty. I'll get the purchase made, bro. You know what? I'll tell you, I've made some great purchases, bro. This fucking chair is a perfect purchase. I love this chair. This chair is the essence of comfort, man. This chair is the essence of comfort and comfortability, bro. Best decision I ever made was upgrading to this chair. The Buckley fight is hype as fuck. I'm excited, man. UFC this week, UFC next week, UFC the week after. Amazing cards. Then I got a vacation, bro. I'm gonna probably do a stream while I'm on vacation, but I'm gonna let you guys know ahead of time. Like, don't expect everyday streams. Like, I'm on vacation. If I find time, if it's at any random time, I'm just gonna do like random pop-up live streams for like an hour. You found a good review video. You just can't send it to you on IG if you don't want me to link it here. Dude, honestly, bro, you can send it to me on IG so I can just sit down and watch it later. The new mic is a W purchase for sure. Just get the Volcano. I know I'm strongly leaning towards the Volcano Digital, the new one. Your best purchase was switch it to a king size bed. Queen size wasn't it. I plan on getting a king size bed eventually too. I don't think the queen size is quite optimal. I like king size better. You're right. I definitely get a king size bed. That's so true, bro. Give me a fucking king size bed. That's my next purchase. Shit. I want a big ass king size bed. I live like a king, dog. I like to be a king. Comfortability king, bro. Next card, Durden gets his wrestling wins against this 0-1 prospect. I think he could. It's a pretty 50-50 fight, but I do worry about him after round 1. I think he loses the striking with this kid. I saw Gaethje's threatening to retire. You promised me I get better sleep? All right. Listen, king size bed. How much they cost, bro? Where's a king size, bro? That might be a purchase for later this year. Bro, king size is the fucking way. King size is the way. King size all day. I agree. I agree. You missed the gurgle of your bong when you bought the volcano, so I went with a hot box with a hose to my bong. It's the best way to go. So a hot box with a hose to your bong. What is that exactly, Mike D? I'm a little confused. Dude, KZ, you should have just left that parlay. Would have won big, man. Yeah, fuck cashing out for just $3 next time, KZ. At least you know. You were dumb bet Brendo J this past weekend. You were too confident in Mix. Listen, a lot of people took L's on Mix. I was with you. I picked fucking Mix. Yeah, bad call. Hey, thank you for sending it, KZ. Thank you for sending it, bro. You know what I was thinking? How amazing is stream 420 going to be? The 420 stream for this card, or for this show, the 420th stream, that's going to be wild as hell. I might have to do like an all day stoner session stream. 60 likes hit that rip. I got to do it. Listen, I got to do it, chat. I got to do it. Keep running the likes up, man. I'm going to do it for you all. I say like, I'm very excited right now because within the next 12 months, we're going to have UFC 6 out. We're going to have GTA 6 out. 2 games that fucking excite me, bro. 2 games that excite the fuck out of me, bro. Like, I feel like late night gaming streams on this channel, once UFC 6 comes out, about once a week or so, I feel like they're going to slap, bro. Like, I'll probably do it at like the most weird times. The late night gaming stream channel, or streams rather, I'm not going to save them on the channel publicly. They're going to be members only on the replay, just so you know ahead of time, you know? But it's an idea I've been having, bro. I have like a picture of me with the remote late night gaming stream, Jay. See, look at that. I almost took a fucking ripski right on y'all's face. You see, I had that shit up in the air. No ripskis, man. CBD line only. Bana, 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 bana. Bana, 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 bana. Wait, why you get into a beef with fucking Brendo? He's a good guy. He's a good man. Listen, let's see if the sounds this. Yo, we're about to do a ripski. Talking shit. It's a very calm vibe up in here, chat. Let's turn it the fuck up. Let's turn it the fuck up. Enough of this calm shit. I'm over here, bro. You can see me. I can see you. Look at Gremlin J. Identical. Virtually identical. Listen. CBD line. Shout out Gremlin J. He's a scary man. He makes me grateful every day for my beautiful nose job, for that surgery I got on my schnoz. Best decision of my life was cleaning this schnoz up, man. Look at me now. Look at me now. Approachable. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, rock star? My cleaner lungs, Jay, contribution. Thank you, Pierre, for the dono, man. Thank you, Pierre, for the fucking dono, bro. I appreciate the hell out of you. Shout out to the dono. Listen, starting the fund right now. If somebody wants to just throw me $700, make it easy. I'll get this volcano ordered right this second. So shout out to the people. Thank you, Pierre, for $279. Thank you, bro. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, old pal. Thank you, you certified savage G. Thank you, you psychopathic savage. No, I didn't really get a nose job. It's just jokes. It's just jokes, man. No, it wasn't legit ass nose job, Jay. I was pulling your chain, bro. Joking around. Nothing too serious, man. Let's go, chat. It's a beautiful fucking stream on a Monday. I'm enjoying the hell out of this stream, chat. This is the chill vibe. Saturday was craziness, bro. We had what? How many fucking people in chat? A shit ton. I don't even know. Merab is down for the champ versus champ fight with Pantoja. Love it. I would love to see that. I would love to see it. Damn, bro. Dude, Dana White saying Umar is interesting. Please, if they book another motherfucking rematch, I am going to lose my fucking shit. I do not want to see a rematch for Merab next. Thank you, Luis Jasso, for 199. The last thing I want to see is a fucking rematch. I'm not doing another rematch. I'm not doing it. Garbrandt underdog lock. We'll see. The reason Barsalis beat Talbot was he had no answer for takedowns, and Garbrandt normally can wrestle. I have a sauna at the gym, but I normally don't go in there, Robbie Aguirre. I don't know, man. I don't really like the sauna that much. If you want the most real take, I don't really like the sauna that much. Like, that's just honest fucking reaction, honest take, my honest thoughts. Why do I not like the sauna that much? I remember this gym I used to go to. It had a nice sauna. It did. And the sauna was cool. It was like, as far as like the product of the sauna, it worked well. I'm not trying to shit on the fucking sauna. I'm telling you, I'm fucking in there and I'm around these fucking people. They're close to me, bro. And I'm fucking sitting. I swear to you, man, you always got one motherfucker in there with a sniffly nose, with a cough. And I'm like, bro, I'm fucking breathing in this air. Sure enough, bro, fucking got sick after that. And I said to myself, huh. I said, these motherfucking saunas, bro. The issue is not the sauna gets you sick. That's not what I'm fucking saying. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that when you're boxed into this small fucking thing with some dirty motherfuckers, okay, you don't know what viruses you're getting. That's what I'm saying. Because there's always some sick fuck in there. Whenever I've been in, that's what I noticed. Now, granted, if you say, oh, nobody was in there, maybe like you saw it was open, okay, go by yourself in there. That's fine. But the fact that I've been in that fucking room with these sick fucks, and I know people be going in there when they have a cold to try and get over their cold and shit like that. I said to myself, done with the saunas. I tapped the fuck out. If I had my own sauna, I'd do it every day. If I had my own sauna, I'd do it every single motherfucking day. I do it every day. The fact that I don't have a sauna, I can't. I can't, bro. I just can't do it. I can't go to one at the gym. Hey, thank you, Luis Jasso, for 199. Anything for you, my glorious king. Shama, you're a generous gem. Thank you, Luis. Bro. Oh, I don't have the Savage jacket, man. I was going to throw the Savage blue on right now. Listen, bro, I want to bring a fucking jacket to the table. All right. I'm going to surprise you guys. I got something. Give me 15 seconds. All right. I'm right here. I'm not leaving the room. I'm walking to the closet. I got a jacket in here that looks savage. Listen, chat, let me tell you something. The one thing I'll tell you about the Northeast that is nice, or just anywhere in the fucking North, man. The one thing I'll tell you, and this jacket's a little small on me, to be honest, but it's a great fucking jacket. I don't know why the tag's still on it. I think I've never worn it. This fucking type of jacket, I love the look. It's just, when you live down south, bro, you're getting like maybe a month's worth of real cold days, you know? The one thing I like about the North is, imagine me wearing this jacket on stream. It's cold in the house. We're hanging out and I'm fucking like this, doing a full card predictions. Set up a little fireplace in the back. Shit. The look, savage. The look is nice. Let's see. I'm gonna try to zip this thing all the way up. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this fucking thing. Like, I tell you, I enjoy the look. And see, I got a tag on this thing. I don't know why there's still a tag on it. I don't think I've ever worn this out. I don't even know when this. I can't. I think this is Christmas time, maybe. But it's never been cold enough. I haven't put it on. Like, I've worn hoodies, but this is more of like a proper jacket. You wear this jacket if it's pretty fucking cold outside, you know? Like, I wear this jacket if I think I might get wet in the snow type shit. I like the look a lot. I have to say, the style is heat though. I'm honestly thinking to myself, I got to start wearing this jacket whenever I'm in the winter in Florida, bro. Fuck it. I know it's more so designed for like treacherous weather and cold, but I like the black. I like the slick fucking zip up and shit. But yo, this shit's waterproof, man. This is the snow jacket. If I'm going up to the snow, I'm wearing this thing. I'm wearing it, bro. Did I say I'm in the closet, bro? Yeah, I was just in the fucking one right there, grabbing the jacket out of the closet, bro. It's a fucking fabulous jacket. Look at this. I'm looking at the fucking old camera I have from YouTube. I left the door open of the closet, and inside of there, I have the OG YouTube camera. Bro, one thing you guys don't know about the OG ass videos, dude, is I had this fucking camera, okay? And it was like crisp picture for the time period. But let me tell you, it timed out after 30 minutes, dog. I swear to God, my early YouTube run was slightly inhibited by my fear of running out of time with the fucking video camera. Cause then you'd have to cut it, reset it, and then put that clip. Honestly, I should have probably invested in a fucking camera that didn't gas out much sooner than I did. Cause I swear, bro, I had legit ass following at the time that I still was using that camera, bro. Like, it's not like I put that camera away quick. I was using it for a long time. I remember there was a time where I was using two different cameras. I was using that camera and a webcam. I would only use the webcams on live and then that camera on videos. Doesn't make any sense to mindset, but that's just the young days of recording. That's funny as fuck. 7 out of 10 jacket. What? Damn, bro. There's no hood on this thing. You're right. That's the one downside. But dude, it looks sick. Are you giving this jacket a 7 out of 10? Yo, give it a jacket score, bro. Seriously. What's the jacket score, chat? 1 to 10 jacket score. Fresh J. Thank you, bro. My bad for not seeing the chat, man. I'm kind of on one of those rant and ramble moods. Score the jacket, bro. 7 out of 10 is crazy, bro. I was thinking like the minimum you can say is an 8 out of 10, bro. No hood ruins it. Damn. Damn, bro. Damn. So this exact jacket with a hood is the one I need. What kicks do I wear to the gym, bro? I just be wearing Nikes, dog. Damn, bro. At least most people 8, 9. We got 1, 7. At least nobody's saying a 5, though. I'll take it as that. It's definitely a jacket that looks relatively good at the worst. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it a lot. I think this is the first time I've really looked at it and I'm like, yo, the colorway is sick. It's not heavy winter attire. It feels like it. I guess I don't know shit about heavy winter attire living in Florida this long now, though. If I had a long sleeve shirt on under here and this jacket on top, you telling me I'm not good in the winter? I'm not saying in the middle of a fucking blizzard, but I'm not good with a little snow on the ground. You can buy a good mantle separately and just wear it over the top. Might look weird though. Shit, yeah. I like the hoodless jacket. It's just the efficiency is annoying. I always love being able to put a hoodie over my head. That's true. That's true. You need another jacket on top. Casey, I'm not ready for this cold weather. Shit, man. I guess I could wear a hat, worst case, but that's fair. You can't see the jacket, your arms bulging out crazy, too swole, my guy. That's funny as fuck, bro. Thick boy jacket, man. I'm filling this fucking jacket out. Holy shit. No, the Florida winter's not bad, but I will agree, not having a hood is annoying. And I fucking literally, I gotta take the tag off of this thing after the stream. That's funny as hell. I'm wearing a fucking jacket with a tag on. This guy's a fucking schmuck. You know, some people, bro. I see. When I worked at retail, you learn that some people be wearing clothes for like a couple events, and then they return them with the jacket, like tag. They'll tuck it into here, or what they'll do is they'll just have the tag unclipped from the fucking jacket. Like, oh yeah, here's the tag for it too. It's like, oh, you took the tag off, but like you can't say no, you can't return it because the tag is taken off. The key with this shit is it's not, oh, you can't take the tag off. The tag doesn't have to stay attached. You know what I'm saying? What I'll tell you is like people think, oh, you gotta keep you can take the tag off and return it and say, oh, I tried it on, it fitted terribly. I want to return it. They're not gonna tell you no. So if you want to get like there's some retail tips. If you want to get like an outfit, you really can't afford it. You want to wear it for maybe, 1, 2 events and return it. I'll tell you realistically, as somebody that work retail, we can't question you, bro. When I used to work, you never could. You can't question anybody, bro. I couldn't be like, dog, this is obviously a worn shirt. Even if you kind of know it's worn, like you can see, it's like, So that's a retail tip, bro. They ain't gonna get you on that. They don't give a fuck. They don't, it's too much of a headache. Orlando gets cold. Yeah, Orlando gets colder than Tampa, I think, too. Jacket make me look like no neck J. Low key true. I feel like that. No neck J up in here. Up in here. See the tag on it, bro. The tag's killing me. I'm trying to wear this jacket until I get hot in here, though. I don't feel hot. It's confirmed. Vulture Clips. It's confirmed. Can we drop a link to like a good confirmed spot? Ooh, it is confirmed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm about to change the title of the stream, man. I think I gotta change the title of this shit, bro. Chat, what do you think, bro? Do you think it's worth is this fight big enough to put in the title right now? Because I feel like low key it is. That's a big fight. What does chat think? W in chat if you think we change the title to Breaking Royval versus Kape, UFC Royval versus Van, UFC 317 Kape Inured. What do you think? If you're a fan of the game, is that big enough news to be a title for a lunchtime live? I'm thinking yes, man. I'm thinking yes, but the community is going to help me decide. I'm thinking yes. Everybody seems to be saying yes up in here. Let's go. It works. All right. Let's fucking go. Because this is pretty fucking breaking news, man. This is big shit. This is real deal, bro. Holy shit. That's a great fight. That's a fucking banger. I love Royval versus Kape. Van's fucking on fire right now. Van's the fucking prospect to watch. Holy shit, dude. This is a blessing in disguise, I think. Kape being out because Van's got the chance now. Joshua Van at the top. I feel like it's better for the UFC to have a guy like Van. Let's see if they have any Royval versus Van fucking posters, man. Trying to put it in the fucking thumbnail chat. On stream, it has to happen, but we're doing it lightning speed. We got one. Shout out to Full Fucking Violence, bro, for a badass poster that I can put up here. I fuck with this a lot, actually. Full Violence got underrated fucking posters that they create themselves. They look pretty sick. You'll see in a second when I change the fucking thumbnail. Holy fuck. That's sick, man. That's fucking elite. Bro, this shows, though, as much as Merab is a GOAT, breaking news like this, I'm sorry, Merab, but we're moving you out the fucking thumbnail, bro. It is what it is. We're moving on from fucking O'Malley getting fucking exploited again on the mat. This is some fucking dope news. Almost done, chat. Just changing this fucking thumbnail over to fit a more urgent title, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. You know, it would have been great if this happened before I went live, so I didn't have to do this fucking thumbnail live right now. But I think I get the point across pretty good as is. All right. Bam, 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 bam. What's up, chat? All right, I'm back. I'm dialed in. We're good. All right. I got to just switch it up because the community is going to want to know the latest. And I know some people be tuning into my stream for the latest news. So the latest news is out. We got it. The thumbnail is changed. Now I can fucking talk about this shit. Now I can go a little in depth about what's going down as far as the new flyweight. This should be the first fight on the main card. I don't know for sure if it will be, but Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval is a pretty badass matchup. I think it's better than the Manel Kape fight, especially because like Van properly handled Bruno Silva. Let's be honest. Fucking Kape's win over Bruno, you have to say, you know, tad bit controversial. He's going to win the fight, but let's not forget he need him in the balls, okay? And there was no call by the ref on that. Yo, that's the new thumbnail. I feel like that's the move, man. That's the money move. It's breaking news. Let's go. All right, I'm back to chat. Let's go. I'm back to chatting it up. Who you got, AJ? Van or Royval? So how I look at it, I think that Royval has very dangerous weapons. Like if he's able to get Van down, if he's able to get Van's back, Royval's grappling is a problem in this fight. I get it. Joshua Van's defense has been fire lately, but Royval still brings a threat when this fight hits the ground. If this fight hits the ground. Now, as far as the striking goes, Royval has the kicking arsenal, but Joshua Van is like very sound as far as his checking ability, as far as ability to counter with leg kicks, his hands. Like I think in the striking department, it's Joshua Van for sure. He's clean with his boxing. He's got fast combination punches. And I feel like Joshua Van's striking, more boxing centric, beats the kickboxing-esque style of Brandon Royval, who's also got some chaos and some wildness to his striking, but ultimately I don't think it is enough to beat Van on the feet. He's going to have to get him to the ground. I'm kind of feeling like Van, bro. I'm feeling like I might pick Van, to be honest with you. And I like Royval. I picked him against Tyara, bro. Read my last comment about Van Jacket J. Boxing counters, not boxing counters. What? You're gonna piss me off because if Van loses to Royval, who's literally one of the best guys in the division, people are gonna act like he was never good. Dude, they won't though. The real ones, no. Like the ones who are out there that are gonna shit on this fight, post-fight, who aren't gonna be impressed by what Joshua Van does or Royval does, I think that is certified haters, bro. You're never gonna please them. You can't be upset about that type of fucking fan. Like anybody that follows the game knows Brandon Royval is good as fuck. Anybody that follows the game knows that Joshua Van is up and coming and has really good hands. If Royval beats him, it's like, okay, Royval just took out a pretty good prospect who stepped in on short notice, who's coming off a massive win. What's Lil Bro's channel? It's Alex Talks Fights, bro. Peep the last comment, no neck, Jay. Bro, the chat's moving too fast. No refilling, Brendo. It's your money, your choice, my friend. All right. I got Alex's channel right here. There it is. He'll have PFL picks soon. Hey, we're at 66 likes, chat. Let's get 70 likes up in here, man. Smash the damn like button. Show some damn love. Show some savage love. All right, I'm taking this fucking jacket off, man. I've had enough of the fucking hoodless jacket. I will say the lack of a hood pisses me off too. I won't even fucking cap. The lack of a hood irritates me, bro. Because to me, a good jacket needs a hood. To me, a good jacket needs one. Good jacket needs a fucking hood, chat. Without it, it's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. I needed to take the coat off. I was done with it. I was like, I'm good. No hood jackets are goated. It's just the inefficiency. I do understand. You have a little brother, Alex. That's funny, bro. Alex, listen, it's a cool name, bro. It's a cool name. It works. It's a good little brother name. I can feel the beat, feel the beat, feel the beat. I can feel the beat, feel the beat, feel the beat. Well, I'm so excited, chat. I'm so excited. No, not about Dana and fucking the Umar thing. No, I'm so excited because I'm thinking about this volcano. I'm like, yo, it's gonna be sick. Dana wants Umar versus Merab because Dana ultimately wants to have the Nurmagomedov name with a belt around their waist. Like there's always a fucking, ulterior motive. And no, I'm not returning that jacket. Nah. Nah, bro. That jacket stays put. That jacket's good to go. I just haven't taken the tag off. And I didn't want to just rip it off. I probably prefer to properly cut it, Now you make me think, should I return it? Because it doesn't have a hood. That's the only downside. It doesn't have a hood. That's the downside of it all. Huh. Maybe. Dana getting a big payday for supporting the Dagestanis. Of course, They like when they got a dog fighter as a champion. I mean, wouldn't you? If you're Dana White and you know the checks are nice, bro, fuck it. The Nurmagomedov name sells heavy, bro. Always has, always will. It's the Nurmagomedov name value, man. The Nurmagi name. New petition out to fire Dana for not stripping Jones. Bro, Stormy Normie, where can I find this fucking petition? No shit. Where can I find this fucking petition? I might have to make a fucking quick sign, son. Yeah, link me this petition, dog. Or at least tell me where to find it. I need to see this shit. I totally disagree. I think Dana's tripping. Talking about, oh, we're going to do Merab versus Umar. You beat him twice. That's more impressive, I guess. But who cares? Who cares? Wow. 190,000 signatures. That's pretty cool, man. That petition really, it did well. No, the petition I was saying, Casey, is the other one. There's one to fire Dana White, they were saying. Petition to fire Dana White for ignoring the petition to strip John Jones, currently with 2,206. Oh my God. Holy shit. This is funny, man. That's fucking hilarious, bro. They're ready to fire his ass. You never signed the petition. You feel like when Dana gone, UFC gonna fall a bit? I don't know. I hope not. I'm a little nervous, but is it nervous because we're worried about new things? Doug, funny, that video was accurate as fuck. The worst case scenario video makes sense, bro. Those worst case scenarios came to fucking fruition, dude. Where's the fire Dana petition? Trevbot put it in chat, dude. Trevbot linked it up. Dana does bring a certain aura, true. Well, when somebody replaces Dana, I hope they do a great job. The Tony guy that posts those things as jokes, makes funny things on Instagram. That's funny. I'm just so happy Van didn't get fraud checked. Van's so fucking good. And Van moving up the ranks and Van then taking on Brandon Royval. Short notice fight. It's amazing. The Volcanoes is early 90s tech. Well, the thing is, they have a new version. They have a digital version. I scared you with the worst case scenario. Listen, those series are just, ways to think about shit. And then sometimes the stuff happens too, but fuck it. It is what it is. I'm going to keep those series going for the pay-per-views. Dana's annoying, but he's definitely entertaining. Agreed. He's just a stubborn OG, man. He's the same as he's always been. He's just, he's got power now. He's got big power now. I don't know if Van's 7 years from his prime, bro. You got to remember, some younger fighters, they peak earlier, but then they also slow down later too, or earlier too. Why not best case scenario? Because I feel like best case scenario is the picks are right, or, I don't know. Worst case scenario is just more fun, bro. The best case scenario is like, you're going to see, bro. Best case scenario gets less likes, dude. Worst case scenario is just people want to hear about worst case or best case scenario. It's like, all right, something more powerful about a worst case scenario. Blaming me for Patchy. I might have jinxed Patchy Mix, bro. If you end up on the worst case scenario video, it's like Russian roulette. One of them's gonna happen. Genuinely, Doug, then my answer is I just like the worst case scenario, man. Joshua Van beats Royval by KO, flies up the ranks, and now he is on everyone's radar. I mean, if he wins that fight, does he not become the top contender? If he beats Brandon Royval, he's probably fighting the winner of Cara France Pantoja. Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van's probably the number one contender fight. Yeah, exactly. Worst case scenarios are like what if scenarios. Exactly. Exactly. That's why it just works. What is the height and reach difference? Royval is 5'9". 17-7 though, man. We've seen him lose 7 fights. 5'5" to 5'9". 5.5-inch reach advantage for Brandon Royval as well. Bro, Joshua Van is on fire right now, bro. 4 wins in a row. fights all the time. Patchy just didn't live up to the hype, really, with a worst case scenario performance. Something was off with him, man. It was really bad. Worst case scenario, Brandon Royval wins by boring decision. People question if Brandon should be in the title conversation, I guess. But it is what it is. He's a gangster for stepping in there. Maybe do both, bro. Too much time, though. It takes too much, man. That worst case scenario just fits for now. We'll see. If the demand is crazy high after the next 5 worst case scenarios, like, yo, give me a best case scenario, and those videos are getting numbers, and then we'll talk. Best worst case scenarios in one video. Honestly, that could work. We're gonna go with but the thing is, they could just be contraries, though. I hate contraries, dude. Okay, we're gonna go with the best case. Best case scenario, fucking Patchy Mix doesn't get exposed. Worst case scenario, he does. You see what I'm saying? It can be kind of just like the same thing being said the other way around, which I feel like could get, a bit mundane. I feel like Van's gonna get Royval too, bro. We recency biased out of our minds or not off. That's fair, though. I just would have to add different shit. They couldn't be the same thing being said on the other foot. I get it. Best slash worst case scenario. I get what you're saying. We're gonna go with the 5 best case scenarios and the 5 worst case scenarios for UFC 317. Could work. Maybe. Maybe. I'll promise the worst case scenario, but I'll give you a maybe on the other side. So you guys want that positive twist. You can't deal with me bringing any negativity, dog. That's funny as shit. The best slash worst case scenarios. I can make it interesting. Best case, Jones agrees to the terms of fight. Jones, worst case, Tom Sparks. I get what you're saying. Mario Batista looked way bigger than Patchy Mix, bro. It's way more jacked. Holy shit, way more muscle on him. Gaethje crying for a title shot is kind of lame because, like, let's not act like 2 fights ago Max Holloway didn't bust him up. He got busted up by Max Holloway. Bad. Bad. He got busted up by Max Holloway so bad. You know? Like, he got picked apart. His fucking face got crushed. And now he's saying he deserves a title shot. He beat Fiziev, cool, but I'll be real, man. He doesn't deserve a title shot. He deserves a top contender fight because he's a fucking formidable contender in the lightweight division. But I'll be damned if we're gonna push him to, Justin Gaethje, bro. Because he took that fight against Fiziev. Now, he should jump the line. Hell no. I'd rather see somebody else. Actually, I'd rather see a top contender fight with him and Paddy Pimblett. Like, what's the point? What else is there? Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett is the most sensible fight to fucking make. The winner of that fights for the belt. Beautiful. Let's not act like Gaethje's win against Fiziev is that fucking caliber. He already had beaten him before. And he was injured, Fiziev, too. You know? That's fair, though, Doug. I like your idea, bro. I'll see how I can make it happen, bro. It also makes the video double the length, I think that's a good thing, to be honest. Muscles don't win fights has been proven over and over again lately. I actually am saying no, though. Patchy Mix was way skinnier than Mario Batista, and Mario Batista busted him up. I think that having muscle could mean you got some strength to you. Like, let's not act like muscle isn't a thing. Like, it's like the skinny nation. Well, muscle means nothing. Bro, Patchy Mix is skinny as fuck, and Mario Batista is jacked, and Mario beat the shit out of him. Now, is it correlation, causation? No, but I'm telling you, Mario Batista's in crazy shape. Mario Batista is strong as fuck. You can see by his physique, and he is ripped to the fucking gills, which tells me this motherfucker is great cardio because he works his ass off. Look at Merab, fucking jacked as fuck. Like, these guys are pretty built, man. Some of these top level guys, look at O'Malley. He's skinny as fuck. I'd say the complete opposite. Lately, the guys with some fucking strength to them and some muscle that comes along with it. Because, oh my God, you work out, muscle comes with the fucking workouts. Even if you're doing heavy grappling, bro, and you're eating right, like you're probably going to put on some muscle size. If then you're also fucking training like a maniac, I'm telling you, bro, Patchy Mix needs to put on 10 pounds of muscle. I don't know, 5 pounds. Fuck, I'm stretching a bit with 10, but he looked, dude, the legs look so skinny, bro. That the legs look too skinny, bro. Too skinny. Like, imagine Merab grabbing his fucking leg. You telling me that guy's really beating up Merab? Come on. Mario Batista handled him. Even look at Aljo. Aljo was skinny, but he was jack skinny, though. Jack skinny. Like, there's a difference, you know? There's like skinny, and then there's jack skinny. Chandler, bro, he lost to Patty Pimblett, but Patty's pretty built. Patty's not huge, but Patty's like in good ass shape. He's not skinny. You would say Patty has got some fucking muscle on him. Like, there's guys that have like no builds to him. Batista's a fucking beast, bro. Merab's a fucking behemoth, man. Pico next in Bellator bust. Yeah, Pico's probably getting knocked out by Evloev. Evloev gets his first UFC finish. He knocks out Aaron Pico. Bam. Who you got, Van or Royval? I'm going to pick Van to find the way. Yeah, Moicano is pretty skinny. He got handled pretty bad against fucking Islam. I like Moicano a lot. He's not going to move up to 170. He's got to keep that frame. For him, he's kind of fucked, right? There's no 165-pound weight class, right? So he has to choose to be a little skinnier. He puts on muscle. He's got to fight the big boys at 170. He's not a 70-pounder. Why am I leaning Van? Because recency bias is a fucking thing, and I think Joshua Van looks amazing. And I feel like Joshua Van's boxing gives Royval trouble on the feet. And Royval needs to get on the ground, but I don't know how much success he'll have controlling Van on the ground. Van seems really hard to contain with grappling. The way you beat Joshua Van is I think you have to knock him out. Like Charles Johnson caught him with a perfect uppercut. But I'll tell you this, bro. Charles Johnson in a straight striking fight with Brandon Royval has a chance to touch him up too. Charles Johnson's striking is good, man. Usually guys are able to beat him because they're able to control him a bit and back him up. And like he lost a close fight against Temerov too. Obviously he lost for sure, but he was tough. Why aren't bodybuilders dominating the MMA world then? Easy. They're not training for MMA. They're not training MMA. You're talking about sportsman bodybuilders. I'm talking about fighters that are built, right? Fighters that are built is definitely an edge. Fuck yeah. Let's not act like muscle doesn't mean anything because muscle equals strength normally. And well-toned muscle, seeing a guy shredded in MMA normally means that that guy is fucking conditioned, bro. I think it's true. Look at Dricus du Plessis, bro. Look at Dricus du Plessis. Look at Adesanya. Skinny Adesanya, outdogged by big boy Dricus. TRT Vitor. Oh, shit. TRT Vitor would destroy regular Vitor. I think TRT Vitor versus fucking DDP right now, like if we could flash it back, I'm not talking about 45-year-old Vitor. I'm talking about Vitor, TRT Vitor versus DDP, dog. I feel like TRT Vitor wins. Let me be honest with you, bro. TRT Vitor was the best middleweight in the UFC. He might not have had the belt because he never got the title shot at the time while he was on the TRT. But I promise you, bro, TRT Vitor is the best middleweight. When he's off the TRT, no, totally different. I saw Gaethje threatening to retire, dude. What the fuck is that shame? Guys, we're almost at 75 likes. Can we run the likes up a bit? So if you're watching, hit the like button. No, not Patchy Mix versus Sean O'Malley. No. Patchy's a former Bellator champ. Put that stipulation. Patchy does not deserve an O'Malley fight. He just lost to the number 10 ranked guy. O'Malley deserves a fight against a big name still. Merab, Volk, they're never doing it, bro. Volk said, or Merab said to Volk, no, I'm not fighting you. And I completely agree. Why would he fight fucking Volk? I think Merab should focus on dominating bantamweight, something that is incredibly hard to do. And there's so many contenders there. Like, there's no reason for a division that's stacked like that to have a champion move up. Like, bantamweight is too log jammed with absolute fucking savages and fights that haven't happened yet that you can't tell me that Merab moves up in weight. And he's not going to, but he wouldn't. Ultimately, he wouldn't be allowed, I don't think. Okay, he beat Sean O'Malley, Piotr Jan, Umar. He needs to fight Corey. That fight is fucking sensational. I think there's an argument that if Pantoja beats Kai France, Pantoja can challenge for the belt at 135. And then there's also the fight against Song Yadong, the rematch against Umar Nurmagomedov. That's very interesting. Mario Batista's on a fucking tear right now. If he can get a big win, he could get into the mix too. I feel like there's so many viable options that he doesn't move up. He can't move up yet. But he's not going to move up in general. But I'm saying if he wanted to, I don't think he could yet. That's the recent video, Doug, funny about the bantamweight GOAT convo. I mean, Merab's looking like he's taking it. Gaethje can't get a title shot unless Topuria picks him after Charles. But Gaethje doesn't deserve it. No fucking way. Gaethje doesn't deserve it at all. Gaethje doesn't deserve it. Dude, TRT DDP probably be terrifying. Dude, TRT Vitor versus TRT DDP. Yeah, I'd pay money just to see that fight. Yeah, I don't know who would take it. I feel like DDP might beat him. If DDP is fucking roided out, it's just the grit factor. But Vitor's got a big power advantage. Just the DDP grit is crazy. No, definitely Merab is up there now with GOAT status at bantamweight. Beat Jose Aldo handily as well. A prime Jose Aldo. You think DDP might upset Hamzat? I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. TRT, I mean, it just optimizes the testosterone levels. So, like, the fighters have a higher potential of, like, building muscle and strength. And, like, the recovery is better. Like, exactly what happened with TRT Vitor. You see a difference. Like, his training was definitely not as intense for that Chris Weidman fight. He fell off because he wasn't on it. You're talking about being on some fucking, perfect supplements that give you exactly like perfect supplementation, everything you need, body is primed versus fucking now it's not. Makes sense that he did terrible against fucking Chris Weidman. Hamzat all day, plot armor can only get you so far. Hamzat's a bad motherfucker. If they go to the ground, I feel like Hamzat could strangle the fuck out of him. He definitely could. You don't know if you can see DDP surviving the early onslaught? Hey, well, nobody's fucking beating him up like that yet. Nobody's beating his ass like that yet. Weights experience. I would say it would probably be like person to person basis, but definitely like a recovery period. So, like, if it was TRT Vitor in July and then he was off TRT fighting in fucking October, yeah, it's probably not optimal. So I think that's what happened to Vitor because his levels were probably crashed when they banned the TRT. Wasn't fighting in Brazil. The thing is, he still had higher testosterone than Chris Weidman, which I thought was really weird. DDP, he'll be down, but then he digs back. Hey, what's up, Parlay Princess? Watching my prediction video now? Hey, hit the like, bro. Big W to Parlay Princess, man. I appreciate you a lot. DDP just finds a way, bro. When there's a will, there's a way. That's the essence of Dricus du Plessis. Hamzat's different. I completely agree, Robbie. Hamzat's different, bro. Nobody's seen a Hamzat till they seen a Hamzat is so true. But on the flip side, what happens when Hamzat dominates the first 2 rounds, doesn't get the finish, and then he's tired? DDP would be live to knock him out. But DDP is going to have to overcome the obstacle, which is an early Hamzat Chimaev who's fucking menacing. An early Hamzat Chimaev who's fucking terrorizing, bro. Hamzat's scary, dude. Hamzat's a scary motherfucker, man. I feel like the way Hamzat handled Whitaker, it's going to be hard for me to see DDP to win. It's because the takedown for Hamzat could lead to just vicious beating. Like, you never know. Kayla's delts had me feeling some kind of way. Lord have mercy. Damn, Ben. So she's your type, bro. You listen, bro. You got a chance. You gotta go down in the DMs. That's it. This should not be a hot take, but I saw the same old Patchy in there. His striking was always rigid and not fast. Mario had the perfect game plan to not clinch or shoot. He's also big for bantamweight and faster. Not a crazy take at all. Van or Royval, brother. I guess I'm riding recency bias. I'm going Joshua Van, the motherfucking man. I'm going Joshua Van to win. I think he can find a way, guys. I just feel it. I think he can find a way. When there's a will, there's a way, bro. When there's a Joshua Van fucking chance to thrive, there's a way. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a reaction video to this news. I feel pretty excited for the fight, so I'm about to fucking record that. Why not? I feel like it's a big matchup. I think he actually can win though. I like Royval, but Van's hands are really good, and nothing tells me he can't go 5 rounds. And of course, Royval would be live for a knockout up the center. Knee up the center from Royval could land. Fucking jump knee. But I think that Joshua Van could give him a fucking hellish fight. I did pick Royval against Tyra. I'm just kind of feeling like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Tyra's striking is nowhere near Joshua Van's. And can Royval outdog him on the ground? Can Royval win the grappling positions? Joshua Van's got a good ability to escape. Like, I don't know, man. That's a crazy fight. I think it's going to be a war where we're going to find out just what Joshua Van's made out of. I remember when AJ said Hamzat as a dad is a new monster. Now it's if DDP can survive, bruh. Nah, Hamzat by whatever he wants. That's why I said if he can survive. I'm not saying that the dad strength Hamzat's not a new animal. Do you think he'll find the shot throughout 25 minutes and Royval's grappling game is better? Hard to say if Royval takes him down. Royval much bigger and physical. I disagree with that. Royval is skinny, though. Brandon Royval is not some jacked monster. He's taller. He's longer. Dude, Joshua Van with the hands, though, throwing bombs at fucking Brandon Royval, ripping him to the body, going up high. I know that Royval could crack him with an elbow on the inside or catch him with the shot. It's just, dude, Joshua Van is a sharp boxer. Sharp boxer. Clean boxer. What's up, Ham Cam? Yeah, Van's got the shot, bro. If he wins this fight, he's fighting for the belt. Hamzat will gas DDP out and take him down at will. Fight Milk with the take that I don't think is that far-fetched. I respect the take, to be honest, Fight Milk. Thank you for the $2. You think Royval too much too soon? Dude, I've been fucking riding with the Van train for a while, man. Royval, he's not Bruno Silva, but tell me this, bro. Brandon Royval, do you not see him getting caught in the pocket by Joshua Van? Speed advantage for Van. I do remember what we saw against Charles Johnson. He got caught with a perfect uppercut. But I'll tell you something, bro. He was starting to come on strong before getting caught in that fight. And Charles Johnson is more dangerous with punches than Brandon Royval is. Charles Johnson, stylistically, in the striking realm, might be the hardest fight for Joshua Van, harder than Royval. Royval's grappling is better, though. Royval's elbows are better, though. Royval's knees are better. Joshua Van's live as fuck in this fight. Joshua Van is live as fuck. Sharp blade, coming in on short notice. Young, on fire, fighting all the fucking time. Shit. Amazing fight. Flyweight division, Joshua Van's a star. Joshua Van's a star of the flyweight division. Also, chat, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark of the stream. Let's get 80 likes up in here for the stream. It's a chill Monday stream. It's nothing crazy, but listen, those 4 more likes, they make me feel fucking good. So hit that like button. Hamzat is definitely better following the, illness he had several months back. He seems to be all right now. Van is super young, though. This is a huge, huge fight for Van. Can you imagine Van wins, though? Because it's not crazy. Van beats Brandon Royval in a war. Van fights Pantoja. That would be fucking crazy. Royval's hands are okay. They're decent, but I don't think of Royval as hands, bro. I think of the elbows. I think of the knees. I think of the chaos factor. I think of the unorthodox striking even. I think of the ground skills. In a boxing fight, if it turns into a striking fight, Joshua Van is way faster with his punches, way more accurate. He can defend kicks. He can kick well himself. He's getting better and better. I'm a Joshua Van believer, bro. I know. If you're dizzy and you feel you're going to throw up, Kings World, well, I hope you feel better soon, bro. That absolutely sucks. Experience is true, but I'll tell you this. Joshua Van's fighting all the time. Big win against Bruno Silva. Good lesson that he took against Charles Johnson. Bro, he's a young fighter. I'm going to say this. Getting knocked out at 23 and 31 are not the same thing. At 23, you bounce back quicker. He got knocked out. He got right back to work. The chin is not withered. He got caught by a perfect shot. And I stand on this. He was on his way to getting up. He wasn't flat out. He went out, but he was getting up. Does not quit. No wilt. Joshua Van is my guy. Joshua Van is my fucking guy. The boxing is slick, man. The hands are goated. Manel Kape is injured, bro. Ben Askren, I have no updates for you on. You're picking Garbrandt, Jay, this weekend. Crazy. Brendo, me and you both, bro. We're both going Garbrandt. I think Garbrandt wins this shit. I think Garbrandt is live to crack Barcelos on the feet. I think Garbrandt is live to do damaging fucking things to his face, bro. Yeah, I'm going Cody. I'm going Cody, no love. I don't give a fuck, chat. I'm going Cody, no love, man. I'm going confidence with Cody, no love. I'm believing in the hype. All right, guys. So this video I'm about to cook up, it's going to be Van, Royval, early prediction style show for sure. What do you think, man? Do I leave it a one topic video and just focus on that fight? Is there anything else to mention? What are the topics of the day? Let's write them out real quick, chat. Write them out here with me, bro. We'll do it together. All right. We'll put it in the live chat. So, topics of the day. Obvious one, Royval versus Van. That doesn't even fucking take a thought. Royval versus Van. What's the next one? Gaethje threatening to retire because that's what he's doing. Dana White is pushing the Umar rematch for Merab. Merab mentioned Pantoja. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Dana reacting to Jones' petition. Yeah. Dana reacting to Jones' petition. And what else is there? That's about it. Those are probably the subjects of the day. I think the subjects of the day and in the order of importance too. No, actually, no, flip it. I think Dana reaction to Jones' petition should probably be second to Royval Van. Let's see. Ben Askren's condition, true. I don't know if I want to make a video on that, but shout out to him. Anthony Ivy's okay. He was in the UFC a long time ago. I was not that impressed. The petitioning doesn't feel like news fair. Well, Ali Abdelaziz said if Gaethje's not getting a title shot, he's going to retire. What's good, Lost Scott Soul? What's good, bro? Ice is not playing in your city? Damn, bro. I wish you luck, man. Be careful out there. We're almost at 90 likes, chat. I'm about to just push it to 90. Fuck it. Chris Moutinho coming back is actually pretty cool. He worked his way back, bro. He trained hard for this. You can see he's gotten better, but he's still not good enough to win. He's still going to lose. He's getting fucked over by the UFC. Hey, welcome back. Here's fucking the most dangerous prospect at 135 right now. Here you go. Welcome. Welcome back, pal. They don't want him to win. Dana White is live right now? What? Oh, shit. On Instagram? No way. Dana's live right now. Okay, he's doing something with 5,000 in cash for hitting the punch machine. That's it. There's no news, guys. That's just Dana shouting out. They're doing this punch thing. They're doing this punch thing. That's why he went live. I thought it was about to be a fucking fight announcement. Thought it was about to be something crazy, man. Nah. Dana's just enjoying life, man. Listen, Uncle Dana's on his way back. I'll be honest, when I see that, I'm like, I like Dana. Going from the thumbnail, AJ, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to the stream, AJ. Red-faced and low-eyed lids will never not be jarring. Big up, AJ. Listen, thank you, Antec, for $5. I appreciate your generosity, you certified savage. Thank you for getting the dono train running. Thank you for getting the dono train running. I'm staying until 4 o'clock on the stream. Right now it's 3:56. I need 90 likes, though. I'm seeing 89, which is good, bro, for a fucking Monday. That's a beautiful number. But 90 is a lot better. And if we do run it up to 100 in the next 4 minutes, I'll even shadow box. So up to you guys, man. Hit the damn like button. Show some love. We're chilling on the fucking stream. I got Moneyline later. I got a little news reaction I got to cook up. I'll be honest. I'm mostly just interested in talking about this Joshua Van thing. I might just do a video on that. That's kind of more what I'm feeling. This fight is huge. This fight is huge, bro. I wanted to bless you guys with a Monday 2-hour stream just to chill, have a good time. Moneyline tonight, late night show, bringing the usual thunder. So things are good, man. I'm looking forward to it all. I'm looking forward to everything. Nah, it is a long live today. I went a little extra. I want to give you guys, a nice Monday show. I want to give you guys some thunder for Monday. Yeah, I've been enjoying Tough. Every Wednesday during lunchtime live, I'm doing a Tough recap. So tune in, bro. I know you do, but, tune in more. If you don't know, now you know. Dana, bro, he's been sick for a minute. That's why he wasn't at the presser. W stream. Thank you, Trebbot. Listen, we're about to get a W video. W video incoming. Did errands with your wife, picked up your son from school, and you're still here when I get back? Listen, I'm locked in, Braden King. I'm having a good time. I'm chilling. I'm like, you know what? I'll stay till 4 o'clock. You're walking to the good dispensary, which is an hour away and an hour back home, so I can wear out the dirty high from bad weed. Jesus, King's World. Hey, Mikey4587. I got Moneyline tonight, but I got a video I'll be dropping here shortly. So at least you'll get a video from me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be live tomorrow afternoon myself, but Moneyline tonight with the Finch. So you still see me, but, we got a podcast to cook up. Hey, thank you, Doug. I'm excited as fuck right now. Royval van video is going to slap, bro. I'm excited to fucking talk about it all. I'm going to go in depth, bro. It's going to be a good video. This is going to be AJ off the cuff, too. I'm not, going to do notes. I feel like I fucking know both fighters really well. And I feel like we can just go off rip and talk about the stylistic matchup and whatnot. Kind of break it down that way. Moneyline counts. Then I'll be live later. Today. Which is going to be sick. The 2-hour stream does deserve 100 likes, bro. We're 4 away from it. If we don't hit it now, I know we'll hit it when I sign off. So it's not too much of a worry, bro. I get excited when we clear fucking 100 live. So I throw the thunderous shadow box. You know what I'm saying? Off the cuff Jay bringing the best, bro. I'm looking forward to this off the cuff shit. I'm ready for the breakdown. I have the whole breakdown in my head. Like I'm sitting here and just thinking about the fight. So I might as well put that into a video. Hey, thank you guys for 100 likes. I'll give you a quick shadow box to close out the show. I think that's the right way to do it. All right. Bringing the heat, closing out on a beautiful Monday. I'll see you guys for the video. Moneyline at 11 o'clock. Shit. We're locked in, bro. We're locked in. Bah, bah, bah. Bah, bah, bah. Beautiful show. Bah, 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 bah. Bah. Bah, 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 bah. Obrigado. Bah. Bah, bah. Oi. Oi, obrigado. Obrigado, Shama. Obrigado, Shama. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the likes. I hope you guys been liking the streams every day. And I got a video to cook up. All right. W to the people. Thank you guys for over 100. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace out. Catch you for Moneyline at 11. Catch you for the video here shortly. Peace.